Welcome back to the second video of my new series to do with Football Manager 2009. And you may remember that I was offered a job at Brentford. We were 16th in the league, we hadn't won for a while. And I've had about 5-6 games since I've been in. We're in New Year 2009. And we're 2 places better off in 14th. And our goal difference is 2 better off. We've got 28 points, and we could be, if we get a good run of form, outsiders for the top 7. Now I'm pleased with how it's gone so far. You saw the first game that we had, which was certainly not 4-0. It was a 1-1 draw at home to Dagon Red, and that was a bit disappointing. And then after that, there was a very entertaining 4-3 loss away at Gillingham, and it was 2-2 at our time. We were actually, I think we were 2-0. Yeah, we were 2-0 up, and we ended up losing 4-3, which was a bit of a blow. But Gillingham were one of the best teams in the league, and Reza scored 2. Yeah, it was a highly entertaining game. The worst game I had, I lost 1-0 away at Bradford, and you can see we were totally dominated, and again one of the best teams in the league, so I wasn't too disappointed with that. No terrible ratings there from the players. And one of the things that I do, I try and get, if it's possible, all 3 of my substitutes on, because it's important to keep the match fitness up and to give experience to the younger players, even if they get 5 minutes on in a game. But since then, 4 games, 3 wins. We won 1-0 at home to Grimsby, and Makieda was on the score sheet there. Then we won 2-0 at home to Rotherham, Craig Peed and Ian Carroll. Carroll on the score sheet for the first time there. Away at Chester, 1-1. Makieda with his second goal there, and we just beat Bournemouth at home 2-1, and 2 goals from Glenn Poole after going 1-0 down. So we've done well. We've done well so far. I'm pleased. So the squad here, as well, I've offered new contracts to quite a few players, and on a lot of the contracts I've offered them just £100 less, and they've all accepted. So you know that takes a wage bill for a club like this down quite a lot, which is good. Ben Hamer's been great in goal. As I said, I would have liked to have got Simon Brown back into the side, but severely lacking match fitness for reserves. There's no reserve team, and he's ineligible for the under-18s, so I can't get him a game at the moment. I don't want to play a keeper that's severely lacking in match fitness. Maybe if I'm 3-0 up one game, I'll bring him on as a substitute to give him that game time. Then we've got this is my team for the next match. So Makeda's done pretty well so far. The other home loan signings I've made, Sissons has done really well. Mutombo, he was injured quite early on, so he's not really had a chance to shine. Hoof's done well, but he's on international duty at the moment. Marcus Bean has come back from injury. Kevin O'Connor's done great. Glenn Poole's done good. Craig Peed there at right midfield, he took over when Mutombo got injured. Sissons is great at the back. Alan Bennett is covering for Hoof whilst he's on duty. Reese has done pretty well, and I've rotated a few times Makeeda and Ian Carroll. Now it's been I had a bit of a dilemma in one match because Reese, he was having a bad game, and I think it was away at Bradford, and I wanted to take one of the strikers off to go more defensive because we were getting battered, but I didn't want to leave an inexperienced youngster on up front on his own, so I left Reza on and took the youngster off. So I thought it was important to have a bit of experience there. But you see, someone like Ian Carroll, I think before I came, in the last few matches, when's he performed for us? He performed 3, 4, 5, 6. He's performed in 1, 2, 3, 5 or 7 matches. So he only had one appearance before I came to the club, and he's getting some much needed experience here. Now Charley Mcdonald, good goal scoring record. He's been injured ever since I've been here, so when McAda has to go back to his parent club, and when the same happens to oh no, Ian Carroll's not on loan, but when McAda goes, Charley Mcdonald will be back soon after, so that will fit in nicely. Gary Smith's been a little bit disappointing. Let's have a look at the form. Hide filters, general info. No, how do we get the form? I don't know anyway. This is the squad for the next game. This has been pretty much right back, left back, goalkeeper. They've stayed the same for most of the games. Glenn Poole's played there every game. Kevin O'Connor's played there every game. I've done a little bit of rotating, but generally if they're all fit and they're performing decently, I'll keep them in the squad. So enough waffle from me. We are at home to Lincoln. Let's see how we do. Still got the 4-4-2 there. It's working okay at the moment. Team talk. Tell them they can win today. I've upped for speed as well. There we go, 3 minutes in. As Hall's been, he's been brilliant since he's come back. But we're getting the chances. That first game we only had one shot on target the whole game, and that was a penalty from which we scored from. Lincoln. Yeah, the 15th. Just one place below us in the table. Should be a close match. And that's a free kick to us. Let's have a look at the match stats. Yeah, even Stevens so far. We've had a bit more of the ball. Not troubling the keeper, Ben Hamer. But yeah, we definitely tightened the defence up since I've been here, except that 4-3 loss away at Gillingham. Are we going to score? Rize, he's done alright for me, because he didn't actually, the only game he didn't start was the first one that you saw in the last video, because I wasn't that keen on his stats. He's actually come off injured now. It's going to be going to have to be Ian Carroll to come on. Straight swap. See, the only other striker available in the first team is Nicky Featherstone, and he's not on the substitute bench. Corner kick to them. So that'll be a blow in being out, because we've only got 2 youngsters and a loanee. Well, 2 loanees, because one of the youngsters is a loanee. So yeah, we could do with McDonald coming back from his injury. They're shooting from too far out. They need to get it into the box. So we've had more efforts, a bit more possession. We've not done too badly. Let's tell them they can win again. See, pretty average performances all round. Conditions all okay. No need for any changes yet. Quite often, if everything's okay, I'll usually wait till 70, 75th minute and then bring my last substitute on around the 80th. We're going to score McAda. Good effort. Need to test that goalkeeper. See, I would have signed some players on a free, but just didn't have any wage budget at all. I'll have to check what it is actually now that we've got all the new contracts signed. Oof, that was close. They're hanging on here. Ball's cleared by Jones. There's Johnson. Back to the keeper. Alan Bennett covering for Ronald Hoof, not Robert Hoof. Could do with Robert Hoof. Oof. Seven shots, 4 on target. 63rd minute. Creeped. Oh, I thought that was in. Player ratings. Yeah. Don't want to bring the captain off really. Oh, what was that? Defence. Ah, that's not good. Right, time for a change. Okay, that wasn't in the script. Do I bring the captain off? 6.2 rating. Or do I bring Bean off? No, let's put Hunt on for... Yeah, let's take Bean off. Yeah. Just keep it at that for the moment. .78. Got nothing to lose, may as well bring on my last sub. Let's see how this move turns out. Get it into the box, don't mess around. Go on, get it in. Oh. Right, Sam Wood. Poole, let's take Poole off and put Wood on. Last throw for dice. This will be a little bit of a blow after our good start to lose 1-0 at home to Lincoln. Even if we can salvage a draw, that would be better than losing, of course. Go on. Oh. No point shooting from that far out. Go on, have a last effort. Come on, Carroll. Let's pretend you're Andy Carroll. Oh. No, he's not. He's no Andy Carroll. He's Ian Carroll. Unfortunately. I think that's... Oh, get in there. Is that Makeda again? What a brilliant loan signing he's been. I didn't think he'd accept our loan offer to come, but he has done, and Lincoln will take this 1-0. Yeah, not the end of the world, not brilliant, but okay. And Sam Wood, I think for the first time, has got a bit of game time, even though it was about 10 minutes. It all counts. Sympathise, because I think we did play alright. Yeah, at least we didn't lose. So I just checked to see if we've got any cup games coming up, and we've not, because we were knocked out of the first round by Cheltenham, I think it was, before I came to the club. Let's have a last look at the league table. Where are we? Oh, we're 13th for upper place, and we're just 4 points off the playoffs. So it's not bad. Scored 32, conceded 32. So we're actually 3, 4, 5. We're 6th in the league scoring wise, but we've conceded a fair few. We need to tighten up that defence, but it's been if we hadn't have conceded 4 away at Gillingham, we'd have actually been way down here mid-table. So I think we're doing okay. Let's see if we can have a quick look at the wage budget now. It's 1.4 thousand over. Let's see what it is now. Let's have a look at the board confidence first. Yeah, pretty okay. They're satisfied. Capture of Sissons, pleasing. David Hunt's, yeah, okay. Finances this month we still made a loss, but we're only on the 3rd of January. Last month this season. Expenditure. What are we expending on wages? Salary. Should this be it? Wage budget there, and there's the total there. It's down a little bit. Not much though. Anyway, I'll leave it there, and any big games coming up, well, I'll see you before the end of the season. Hopefully we will have seen a little bit more improvement and I can shed some more light on players. Hopefully McDonald will have returned by then. Maybe our actual goalkeeper will have made some appearances as well.